is the time.
Forever? Tangent. Old.
Halt.
Hashtag always MGM.
You are approaching the unloading area.
Calm down. AK haters.
But what if it could?
Behold the majesty of the Sistine ceiling.
For the kids.
A salute to all theme parks, but mostly Walt Disney World.
What a cute ending.
Aloha and
Don't Dillo it.
This is Theme Park Thursday, live from DillosDizResorts.com. It's a Monday evening here on the recording. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank, and we are here for the next hour or so, more or less. I have returned from the beach.
You're back.
I was at the beach. I have a lot of questions about last week's episode.
I'm sure you do.
Day.
Yes.
I have a lot of notes, post-it notes in different places
Oh.
to ask you about Mama Dillo's appearance another time. The podcast, the audio version of that, significantly different than the recording that you did.
Yes, that's true. I mean, some editing had to be done. And I knew that going into it. I set it up and I was like, we're going to just record and we're going to see what happens. You know, Mama Dillo, she has no filter. So sometimes things go a little off the rails and what have you. So, you know, we had to rein it in for the audio version. But the DillosDizResort.com guests got the full enchilada.
Yeah. And I mean, they got a lot of content.
Yes.
That probably was worth a year's worth of their Patreon money.
I mean, and a meet and greet for some of them. It was a meet and greet.
What? Speaking of meet and greets, excellent segue, Jen.
Yeah.
You know, because it's August somehow, and that means we are going to Orlando imminently.
Yes.
We are going on a Disney cruise shortly.
Yes.
We may have some guest hosts coming up on Theme Park Thursday the next couple of weeks. TBD.
TBD, maybe. I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
All right, but after August just flames out in a burning sun of summer glory,
it's basically over at this point.
Might as well just pack it up and it'd be Labor Day.
Yeah.
But after Labor Day and after all the schools start again, we are having a meetup in Walt Disney World. In and around Friday the 13th of September. And the key piece of that meetup is a gathering that is taking place at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on Friday the 13th. It's as if it's all meant to be that we are going on Friday the 13th. Yes. What says Friday the 13th more than being at the Magic Kingdom?
I thought you were going to say at Mickey's Not So Scary, but then you went with Magic Kingdom and it confused me and it threw me off.
The most superstitious place on earth for the Friday the 13th. And, you know, everyone here, everyone who listens and watches and does all the things.
Yeah.
Think we're terrible planners.
Because we are.
In comparison. We are like right in the middle. We are like balancing everyone out. People who planned well in advance. To be there in and around Friday the 13th. And then the people who are just like popping up after we have planned.
True. Yes.
You know, most recently, it was revealed on the Monday Morning Monorail podcast that Landon the Dodge Dome will be at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on Friday.
That's big. That's big news.
That's big news.
Yeah.
Landon the Dodge Dome, not our special guest surprise reveal here tonight. And if you're listening on Theme Park Thursday today in your audio, it is Monday night. I just want to clarify. We have this person revealed to us last week that they had booked a trip. And then in a screenshot, showed me the ticket purchase for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Boom.
On September 15th. It's as if we're not calling this my 50th birthday gathering.
Yes, we are.
Oh.
You're not calling it that. Find Frank for 50 is the official title of this meetup.
And at this point, because so many people are coming, I'm just going to be around everybody. I can't. You're not going to be able to find me because everyone's showing up.
We all know where you are. We're with you the whole time.
But our guest here that in our one channel Discord associated with our Patreon at dillosdizresort.com, we said we have a surprise reveal. We said, Dillo, your expectations. It's not Mama and Papa Dillo. It's not like a Mickey Mouse Club member. It's not. And
it's better.
There's one person who always guesses it right when we say nobody guess.
Yeah.
One person got it right. And if you said Bob Chapek, you are correct because no, it's not Bob Chapek. Of course, joining us on Friday the 13th at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. It wouldn't be a siblings meetup without her. It's Angela Dahlgren.
Yay!
Frank, you hyped me up so much. I was like, wow, like this is going to be such a disappointment for them.
I actually felt like it wasn't enough hyping, quite honestly.
You just kept going and I'm like, okay, hi.
I didn't get to do the podcast last week, so I'm like, I got a lot built up.
Yeah.
A little overkill. It's just me, you guys.
It's big news. It's celebrity Angela Dahlgren.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Jeffers in the chat here has the Stone Cold Steve Austin music in his head as Angela, like the glass shattered and da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a TikTok waiting to happen right there.
That brings me back. Well, yeah, I was like, it was nowhere near on my wavelength that I would be able to make this work because I tried months ago and the flights were so expensive. And I was like, well, I guess it's just not meant to be. Just like I was supposed to come see you guys in February. And then Jen and I were like, is this really a good time?
With all the airports shutting down for winter weather. Is this okay? Or do you like need to be back? Because if you need to be back, maybe
be back on Monday. I am a teacher. So we're like, well, I still have this credit that I have to use. And it just happened to work out. So I'm flying in Friday and flying out Sunday. And I'm coming to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party because I already showed Frank the receipts.
Yes.
Yes. I love it.
And most likely going to be hanging out with us all day Saturday as well.
Oh, already bought my ticket.
Yes.
Boom. Ready to go.
The planning, although one might say it's last minute because we're a little over a month out, you did it all in one shot. You're like, what is it? Where are you? Okay.
I think my first question was, do you have an itinerary? What's the itinerary? And the answer was, we haven't really done much planning, but we are going to this park on this day. I'm like, okay, well, I'll make the itinerary then.
Yeah, and then Angela started with all the questions. Do you need me to make an itinerary? Do you need me to make a layout? Do you need me to? And we're like, you know what? You're just going to come on the podcast, I think, and we can talk it all out.
The magical mommy kicked in suddenly.
I know. All my year of making an outline every week just to be abandoned in the corner. All that work for nothing.
Angela, just to do a happy recap here. 5 years ago, you were DMing me on the opening morning of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
You just will not let me forget this, can you?
No.
Ever.
I still have it. If I was more prepared, I would have displayed the screenshot as usual. But now it's the 5-year mark.
Oh
Angela,
my gosh, it is.
That we
because it's August.
It is. Wow.
So what do you recall about opening day of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge 5 years later?
I got up at 3:30. I remember that because I had to look camera ready and I was like, okay, my touring plan shirt on, whatever. And everyone else was like, oh, I'm getting up at 4:30. No, you told me that. And I was like, Frank gets to sleep in. And I don't remember. Did I DM you asking for a ride or how did that work?
I think,
did?
Hi, stranger. Can you drive me? Thanks.
Justin, it was Justin's ride.
Wow.
I did the Magical Express back, if anyone recalls the Magical Express days. Happier times for many.
Good times.
But Justin and Landon and I were in a Little Mermaid room at the Art of Animation, which you were in the fancy suite, Angela.
Oh yeah, I was in a car suite.
Oh,
Those are so nice.
oh my gosh.
and and I think you were talking about like rideshare, blah blah. You still said rideshare back then. I don't know, but
I'm pretty
anyway,
sure
I
I
was like,
never
no,
said that, but it's okay.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Sure,
Hold on.
okay.
Let me scroll through my texts.
And I was like, oh, Justin has a ride, so we'll meet. But I think we like arranged the time, but you were ready very, very, very early. And if I'm just gonna use a word, I would say impatient
Oh,
about
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was like, "Are we going? Like,
no.
guys, come on, where have you been?" I remember that. I was waiting outside. I was waiting in the lobby, and I was like sitting in that area, or maybe pacing is the
yeah,
better word.
right. And we were like in the back. We had to like swing around.
I think I was texting. I'm like, "Where are you? Are we going?"
There was
Did
a
you
lot
leave
of
already?
there was a lot of that.
I was very irritated. I was like tired. I had the room coffee was not good.
And
It
then
was
Angela, when you stepped into the car with the three of us,
I
what
can't
was the
I
first
don't
thing?
remember how that went at all, actually. Man, 5 years is a long time.
So much has happened.
Gosh, it's been a
Just
lifetime. It's been a whole
three random
pandemic.
strangers that you met on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I think I maybe I said something like I'm gonna sit. No, I remember thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna sit behind the driver so that if I need to use my jujitsu and choke them, I can.
That is Mrs. Dillo. She learned that in a self-defense class. I was like, oh, I kind of heard that because I remember Angela
You're like
talking
old
about that.
news. Learn the 5 years ago in Disney.
Jen, do you know this? You have to you have to like sit behind the cab driver or the Uber driver or whoever, just in case they pull some shenanigans, and you need to reach in front and
Yes.
put the old
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
chokehold on.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
rear naked choke.
Yeah.
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 I guess people learned that from me. They learned it from the podcast.
You've saved people, Angela. You
I
don't even
did.
realize.
Saving
Yeah.
lives.
And you're like, first, rule number 1. If you were to get into a car with 3 random strangers you met on the
Maybe
internet,
don't slip into the DMs
just
first. Step 2.
if you happen to, you might want to sit behind the driver just in case. That's probably
Yeah.
fine.
We'll do like a Disney like safety series while we're there.
Yeah. Oh, I like this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm almost a brown belt now, so like I feel like
There
I
you
know
go.
more.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Now, I
Oh
mean, I
boy.
was on the Touring Plans podcast with you a couple of months prior to that, so there was like at least some comfortability, right, Angela?
Yeah.
Right?
We knew each other.
We knew each other on the interwebs, but although I will say, I believe when recording that podcast, it was never video, right? It was only the audio. So you
Yeah,
didn't even do this,
No.
right?
Gosh.
that's true.
Yeah, I think at
I
one
remember
point
that
it
because it
was.
made me so much more nervous when I can't see. I'm like, am I talking over someone? I don't know.
Oh, that is horrible. And then it's the
Yeah.
no, you go.
Sorry. No, you go.
No,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. And then I'm like, is this over yet? This is
All right,
awful.
here's the official text, the
Oh.
DM chain.
Oh,
from
wow.
Angela.
Pulled
We
it
don't.
up.
We really don't have to read
August
it.
29th, 2019, 3:39 a.m.
Oh no.
Walking to lobby. Me lying at 3:41. There in a few.
I should have known there was never an itinerary back then.
Here, she says at 3:41. At 3:44, 3 minutes later, hustle Frank hustle.
It's been 3 minutes. Why are you not here yet?
2 minutes after that, bus is here if we want to do that. She's like, you're losing your opportunity.
Yeah,
Then
it's true.
at 3:50, now this is, I mean, granted, like 9 minutes after I said there in a few.
Yeah, you have made me wait. And the bus probably left at that point, and I was like, great, I'm never gonna
3:50
get there.
In bus line. And I said, we're pulling around.
So I was not even
were
gonna
giving
wait
up.
for you.
No, you gave up at that point. Yeah.
And I said, sorry, I didn't know that, because I had just shown up at the resort, so I didn't know he was parked in the back. Like I wasn't paying attention to the parking lot, so I didn't know Justin, and I'm not blaming him.
No, we can blame him. He's not here.
So then had to all the way around. And then at 3, I said, well, we're coming to you. We'll come to you. And you said, K.
Oh yeah, I was very curt.
Okay.
And I
I guess if you guys actually show up, I'll be here.
Oh yeah,
Should have
because
got on the bus.
I never write K either.
And
Ever.
then me, knowing Angela was pissed, giving my phone number, going for texting if you need. Like, let me try to bring back, make it a little more
For
like
better
we're gonna know each other
communication.
now.
Yeah.
And then like what I had like dried mango and then no one wanted it, so we all ate
You had some
Justin.
granola, I remember too,
No,
from hearing. Yes.
Justin give us all granola bars
Oh,
because
did
no
he
one
do it?
wanted to
Yeah,
eat
he was
my
more, yeah.
dried mango. I'm like, guys, I came prepared. Everyone's like, ew. No one wanted my snacks.
Was that fruit? No, thank you.
Ugh, like 4 in the morning. Oh, who wants a granola bar at 4 in the morning? Think that's any better? Well, you know what I'm craving first thing in the morning? Granola bars.
Mhm.
Absolutely not.
So everything you recorded that morning is still, I think it's still on the touring plan.
It
too,
is.
for
It
everyone's
is. It's
enjoyment.
still-
Where you pulled me into the walking portion of the.
I did. You
Made
guys
you
made it
famous.
bearable. Yeah, I did.
It was hot that morning. That was
No,
really.
it
the
was
main-
like, oh, and like so many people and smells. And I mean, you guys are used to it. You ride the subway.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
why you have to come here in the summer instead of the winter. You really need
Yes.
that.
I gave Jen the option.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, yes, she said, when can I come see you, or should I use my credit towards the meetup? And I said, I'm not at my house right now. It's undergoing renovations. I can't even believe I'll sleep there again, let alone know to tell you to come see me. So if we're doing an ASAP thing, I would say the meetup.
You know, I guess I don't know. Was this a planned renovation?
It was.
What are you doing? I missed the episode.
It's fine. I'm was renovating the whole upstairs of my house. So we've swapped things around. We're moving the kitchen, we're moving the bathroom, we're doing all the things.
So you're
Giving the kids
staying
their
in
own
the
room.
house then?
Staying in the house because finding a house on Long Island,
As it turns out, not so
great.
easy.
not great. So that's not what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna renovate and stay,
Wow. It's a
and
lot of
hopefully
work.
moving in by the end of the summer. But
How long have you been in there?
at Mom and Papa Dillo's house?
Yeah.
Since June 14th. Yeah.
It like excited me way more than it should that I've seen 2 trains go by in your
Right?
window.
Yes. I keep pointing them out. It's like having a monorail right over my shoulder, but
is.
really it's the Long Island Railroad. And they recently cut down the trees in all the yards. So
Oh,
now you
wow.
get a great view. You could see what train is going through the yard,
Every
where
time I
it's
see it.
heading. Yeah.
So cool.
So yeah, you know.
Okay, so we have things to talk about.
Okay.
Mhm.
Itinerary
Oh.
and costumes.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's a big
that's a big
discussion.
one.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. I think for you costumes might be more important, more of the priority than
Then
an
the
actual itinerary.
Of course. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think we should go there.
Jen,
Me.
you've been the one talking to everyone in the
Jen?
Discord about it.
Okay. So, you know, I don't know if you saw the pics on the social medias, Angela. Last year, we were like AFC Richmond from Ted Lasso, right? So we had the soccer jerseys, not Disney related, but
Okay.
unified us. We made TikToks. People were recognizing us in the parks. It's not a big deal that the cast
Okay.
members were recognizing us from TikToks.
Okay. So we're still holding on to that. Go on.
And when they said it, Frank and I would just dart in the other direction, and poor Nate was left to promote for us, you know, and we're like, "What?
Okay.
Okay, thank you."
Nate was our hype man.
The whole
Okay.
time.
I can see Frank as Jimmy Dugan from A League of Their Own.
Oh,
Mm.
I know.
I like that.
Mixing it up a little bit. Mm.
But this doesn't really bring in a ton of other people.
Right.
Right.
So,
That's my one option.
okay.
Just
There
because I
has-
really want to see Frank act like Jimmy
You just
Dugan.
want, yeah, okay. I
That
mean,
was
he
really-
could probably just do that anytime.
Got him. He hit the little angel in the face with the baseball gloves.
Perhaps there just needs to be an
It's like
offshoot.
the
Perhaps
best
all
part
of
of
us
the
can
movie.
figure something out, and then there's Frank.
Anyway,
Or actually, really, there should be you and Frank, and he could just go around the park the whole time. Are you crying? No.
There's
And
no
you don't say
crying.
that.
That's what I say to my
During the
jujitsu kids.
fireworks,
I'm
they're
like,
getting
are you
people's faces. Are
crying?
you crying?
I
Oh,
was
that's very funny.
so I guess I'm not like super sensitive all the time when I work in special ed. It's more like I try really hard. It makes me sound like I'm terrible at my job, but like I was talking to one of my kids and I just said it really insensitive. I'm like, are you crying? And I didn't mean to say it like that. I was just so surprised because it was so out of context with what we
Yeah.
were doing.
Uh-huh.
And my paraprofessional looked at me like,
Like,
"There's
why
not-
are you so snotty
that
right
was
now?
really insensitive." I'm like, I didn't mean it like that. I was just really taken aback.
I swear.
And then it reminded me of League of Their Own. So like there's the
Yeah.
connection there.
I like it.
I'm actually really good at my job, you guys.
Obviously. So there
Okay.
was the discussion to
Okay.
perhaps become like members of the Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay.
Now, with the members of the Mickey Mouse Club, there are various ways we could go with that. Where
Yeah.
are we like the official Mickey Mouse Club and we kind of come up with our own like logo, so no copyright infringements or whatever. Are we the Dillo's Diz Club? And
Okay.
we all do a thing, but we could get like we have the idea. Frank found the t-shirt that maybe we could get, and we could all personalize our shirts, and like we could do a whole thing and just kind of wear the shirts. If we want to wear ears, we can. We don't, whatever. So there was that as an option as well. We are recording this at dillosdizresort.com, so a lot of our Patreon members who will be at the party were suggested talking about this as well. Yes, Angela, your hand is raised.
Thank you for the information. How many people are coming?
So at the party, that would be in the
Magic
group.
Kingdom.
Right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Hold on, I'm losing count already. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Are we up to like 13 maybe?
Yeah, about a healthy dozen.
Ish.
I feel like that presents a very good Friday the 13th kind of situation.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. But then no one else can come.
Right, but then
we draw the line.
Right. I'm seeing if anyone is saying anything else in the Jeffers is saying that we'll probably say let's think about it for a few more weeks. We have told people that we'll make a decision. I think that was supposed to be August 1st. It's correct. August 5th as we record this.
Oh, I'm not letting this go.
Yeah,
I need to know.
She wants a decision.
Yeah.
I need a decision.
There's the train. There's the train right there, Jenny.
Okay. What have we thrown out there?
The Mouse Club is probably at this point the 1A. We thought about just sticking with the Ted Lasso. Previously, it worked well. We know that Landon, and as he refers to to his girlfriend as the smoking hot girlfriend,
right?
Both have Ted Lasso jerseys. So we were like, oh well, maybe it would all connect. So that for ease and for everyone's comfort, we were like, maybe we'll stick with this. But then the Mouse Club suggestion came, so we were kind of with that.
Is there an option for people to pick their era of Mickey Mouse Club that they want to dress like?
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like if you're more of a 90s vibe versus
the 50s vibe. Yeah, and I think Jen and I had suggested to Jen part of the reason why of the self-created logo was to kind of have a little bit of both, where maybe you have the name in the front and like the cool hip 90-ish logo on the back. Like that was kind of where I was going with that, was to have a little bit of both.
I really love that. It would require us to do some like pre-planning.
Correct.
Jen would have to provide from Snidillo Studios an ETA of when the logo could be done in order to make this happen. Because then we could send everyone the logo. Yeah. Everyone can put whatever name. If Landon wanted to put the Dawes on the front, and he might still stick with Ted Lasso. So I'm speaking out of place there. I have chatted with him a little bit about it. But if he wanted to put that, anyone could put whatever. If Theme Park Rob wanted to put Theme Park Rob across his shirt, great. But everyone would get that choose your own design on Amazon option.
Okay. Yes. Then they could go with their Mickey Mouse 90s,
Right.
50s.
Make it your own.
Make it your own.
Yes.
But we're united by the shirt. But then
Right.
you customize it and then you go off of whatever
Right.
Mickey Mouse that you connect with.
And
Yeah.
we've looked at different T-shirts where, some are just, a front and back scenario, but we've had like 2 logos on the side, 2 we've looked at. So there are, if we went that route, we have different logos we could provide people, and they could pick and choose what they wanted on the side, or choose their own font, or put their handle, Insta handle on their sleeve, whatever. But that is some of the ideas we have not made a decision on.
You gave me 2 ideas. That was
Okay.
not some. That was a couple. And one was reused. So really I got 1.
True. Yeah. Fair.
So it kind of sounds like we've decided with our one idea.
Probably, but I mean, we are a month and a half out, so
But then people have to order their shirts still.
Right,
So we need a
right.
design.
yes. So probably by the end of the weekish,
Yeah.
because we also the Dillo family is going on a trip.
Yeah.
Very soon. So probably by the end of the week.
I mean, I think it kind of has to happen that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah. Val mentioning, I thought we were going full Dillos with the 90s. And Jeffer saying, everyone just wants you to tell us what to do, Angela.
No, I do that all day at school.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Half the group Saved by the Bell and half 90210, says Ryan. It's very interesting. Nate also mentioned the 86 Mets as an option. So,
I'm not connecting with a lot of these.
Okay. Angela, if you had to throw an idea out, what would you go with? Because we can also discuss.
I think the group really loves the Mickey Mouse Club idea.
But it's only because we've been kind of just, that's the one we've been talking about. But
I can vibe with it.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't have much to bring to the table. If you wanted to go with the united front of a T-shirt, and then people can mix in their favorite character from there. If you want to stick with the T-shirt idea, you could do that.
That wasn't another option, but now there's too many of us where we were going to each go as an inside out emotion, which
that was my other idea.
I think we can all be many emotions.
True, you can make up your own.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
maybe there's like a trauma emotion out there that someone can pick up.
Right.
Yeah.
A mix of emotions.
Yeah, and you could be different colors. It could be a tie-dye shirt.
Yeah.
See? It's thinking
That's an
outside
option.
the box. Or maybe you can put balloons all over yourself and be a core memory.
And would go as Bing Bong.
Say Bing Bong.
Oh, someone should be Bing Bong.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Richmond jersey is.
That's the Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay.
That's for the jerseys, but I had to take a trip and miss a meeting. Just add extra emotions.
The Mouse Club idea is a natural extension of the jersey idea and puts a little more Disney on it, which is also why I started leaning that way personally, because I do like the uniformity idea.
They also do sell jerseys on Amazon, like Disney jerseys, that you could put a name on the back and customize it. Interesting. If you just want to go the whole jersey route completely.
It's interesting. Ryan mentioning someone could be Figment and everyone else is Inside Out emotions. Don't give any ideas to Disney and their attractions, Ryan.
What does Figment have to do with it?
Because sometimes people say maybe Inside Out, something is going into the Imagination Pavilion. So, there's a thing there.
Oh, right. Because that's where they come out of.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to go on Tiana's ride?
Yeah.
We're hopeful for that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean.
Okay. Well, you guys let me know what you decide, because just let me know if I can get 2-day shipping.
We'll look, But I mean, I think for this conversation, what has just come out of it is maybe going back to the idea of 4 locations to put an image, even if people decide they can get a inside out emotion on their sleeve. I would go with that as well.
Yeah.
Oh. Mhm.
You guys sound really on board with the Mickey Mouse Club. So I'm thinking maybe we should just like commit.
But you're not, Angela. I
Yeah,
feel
No, I'm not.
You don't seem on board, Angela.
Oh,
you're making us question everything,
no,
Angela.
I
Angela, you didn't go, wow, that's a great idea. I would love to be a
You
part of
have to
that. And
remember-
because of that,
You have to remember, I'm just like a few years behind that
we don't.
time. But a lot of great pop singers came out of that time that I very much appreciate. So I can get on board.
Mhm.
Angela bringing the ennui. But I mean, maybe Angela, maybe you can have your Mouse Club attire, just a shirt, and then you can do your hair like your favorite pop star that came out of the Mouse Club.
Or
That
do
is
like the
such a dad suggestion.
maybe your hair. You do something with your hair.
Instead of wearing the provocative outfit that many of those pop stars.
Maybe.
I mean, you could do like the plaid skirt and then the Mickey Mouse jersey.
Yeah,
I love Britney.
it'd be fine.
It's better than Christina's chaps thing.
Yeah, the chaps.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
down the road. We're going down a road.
Yeah. I that wasn't actually in my head at all.
Now it is.
I was thinking more 90s clothing. But now it is.
Angela, you want to come to the 90s con next year with us?
I would love to. I was thinking there's a Twin Cities con coming up in November,
Oh.
and my very first crush, Hayden Christensen, is going to be there.
Oh.
Nice.
And
I think you have to
wanna
go.
But I just I don't know how to tell my husband, can I pay money
Yeah.
to meet my childhood crush, my very first love?
I feel like he would go, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Right.
just
It's
like-
not right.
You held him on a very high pedestal.
Right. This
I
is
can
not
say
about you. Right.
Yeah, this isn't you.
Mhm.
And if he said, yeah, that would be more than our interaction with Marissa Tomei was. So
Facts.
Great actress.
Yeah. It
So
was
good.
what an interesting experience that was.
Was she not nice?
She was I
Lovely.
think she was probably nice.
I don't really know what that means.
There was we didn't really interact. We took a picture.
Okay. And then you walked away?
She was
It's very quick.
smiling.
Listen, Brandon Walsh shook our hand, by God, when we
He
did
set
our
the
photo
bar.
op with him. He set a
He
bar
set the
very
bar.
high.
I just feel
We
like
were this close to hugging all the Boy Meets World people. If we would have been one person in front of us before they went, oh, no, we're not hugging. They hugged everybody else in front of us. We're this close.
Boo.
And then Topanga put her hand up Frank's shirt,
That's true. I forgot that
So-
happened. Now that you just-
mhm.
Frank. Good for you.
Listen.
Back
when
of the
that Corey
jacket.
Matthews isn't around.
When he's out there to
Swooping in.
get in the way.
Swooping into Topanga.
No, I thought about this experience. I'm like, okay, so I go to Twin Cities Con and I
Yeah.
go and meet my childhood crush. What am I gonna say? I loved you in Attack of the Clones. Like, what are you gonna say? I wrote fan fiction about you. Like,
Oh.
what am I gonna
Oh my God,
say?
please say all of that.
Will you come on the podcast and read your fan fiction?
Oh, I gotta. It's in a diary somewhere.
Yes, we must have it.
Don't
it
say
was-
somewhere. You know exactly where it is.
I think I have it. It's in my basement.
Yeah.
I definitely wrote some Anakin Skywalker fan fiction. It was a branch off of when he in Attack of the Clones when he's having a nightmare. And he's like, no, Mom, no. And then Padme was like, I heard you. It's like, wait, yeah, way to call me out. But yeah. I was like 13 or 12, so it's nothing scandalous. But in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, I did such a good job on this.
I think we're gonna need you to come on and read that and have momentary commentary
Oh my
as well, so we can just discuss
She'd
it.
be interrupting the whole time. She'd be like, Ange, I never knew you did that. Like, yeah, Mom, I was angsty. It was just a phase.
I was ennui.
It was on me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I feel like we've decided.
Yes. Well, but
Okay.
we will, when we select the shirt option, we will text you the link so that we make sure we get your stamp of approval.
Well, I feel like the people would like that we've committed.
They sure would. That's not what we do here.
They're
That's
used to
what
us not
I do
committing.
here.
Yes. Well, that's why you're here, but you're still like, all right, you guys let me know. That's not, you're supposed to come in and be like, are we committing? We are committing.
So here's the thing. It's not my show. I can't be that bossy. When it was the Magical Mommy Monday show, it was half mine.
Okay.
So I could be like, Jen, here's the
Here's what's
outline.
happening. And I was like,
Yeah.
Angela,
okay, I
when
mean,
are we
I'm
getting
happy
the
to follow
official
the
final
outline.
episode of Magical Mommies? We need
No,
the official.
no, it
final.
can't
Did
be
you
an official
know that
final.
there's no official last touring plans episode? It was
Oh.
me and my brother making one of those like Japanese little candy things.
I love
And then my
it.
brother joked, this is Angela's very last episode. And then I'm like, oh, stop it. And it actually was. I'm like, ugh, that aged exactly how it was supposed to, I guess.
I like leaving it open-ended and just, what if it came back? What if it came back at some point?
I know.
It's still out there. People can listen to the Magical Mommy Monday on their favorite podcatcher at any time.
If you always end a relationship, whether business or whatever, in a positive way, then like there's always room to come back.
Exactly.
Unless like the person's toxic or something and it's a bad relationship. Like,
Right.
whatever. I
Then
didn't
we
mean to
don't
be a
recommend
downer.
that.
Right. Then we don't recommend that. I feel like there's
Right.
always like a what if.
Right.
Yeah, but now that Jen is like super into like the blog again, because
Me?
you've been posting to it.
Me? What
Yeah, you post stuff about
Where do I post things?
You have been posting things about sensory issues.
Just my mom sense.
Yeah.
I dip in and I dip out, and I like every once in a while I do like, here's 5 blogs, and then I go away for like 6 months, and then I do it again. But yeah.
Well, you're more consistent than I am.
Oh.
Anyway, I feel like since you're in your off era, but once you get back on, and now that I'm a special ed teacher,
Yeah,
we could
gotta go back
totally
in.
vamp it up again
Let's go.
Oh.
and bring in Mark.
True.
And I could be like, hey, now
who's doing his own, and he's all, like he was like, I'll take the
we
reins.
paid
and
him.
That's true. That's so true. Right?
I know. Just like a
So what you're
demo.
saying is, just like Jocelyn's meetup in 2020, you guys will need to ride the Haunted Mansion together at
Yes.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party to
Yes.
finalize the details of the return
Exactly.
of the Magical Mommy podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact.
I'm not saying Mondays, by the way, because I don't want to commit you guys to 2
I don't want to commit either to a day.
No.
Absolutely not.
I think it's really funny. Is that the word? I don't know. That in January will be 5 years since we were on the Haunted Mansion together, going, we should have a podcast. Should we have a podcast?
Let's do it.
And then deciding to start that a week before a pandemic hits. And then we went through pandemic times together, where we were homeschooling our children, kind of, sort of, virtual schooling, whatever, going through all of that together. And we have not seen each other in person since the Haunted Mansion ride. And pretty much since that ride, because right after that, I think you left. I think that was like the last thing we did. And then we went over to Small World, right?
Because I couldn't spend that much time with you guys that day. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and now we will be reunited once again.
Well, I was on the phone with Steffers like 2 days ago, and we were talking about. I'm like we talk about a lot of things. I've never met you before. She's like, I know.
Right.
Me too. Maybe Steffers needs to meet both of us in person at the same
at the
time.
meept.
We worked on that.
Keep working, Angela.
That's what we were doing.
My dead end is dead.
I
was in Carolina again. She wouldn't meet up with me. So.
No, she has a flight credit, but she needs a park ticket.
Oh,
that's
So
we gotta work on it.
Intriguing.
I know.
I like it.
We're working
Steffers. Because I have only met Steffers once in person.
Yep. You had a meal.
We had a meal. We broke bread together.
Oh,
and I know it was mentioned last week that they don't talk about where Frank is. I did reach out to Steffers and say, how far am I? Prior to, and she was like, you're too far.
I like how she was like, not today.
But
It
she
wasn't
will
the day
probably.
of, it was in advance.
But it'll be good. Like this way, she can still give you crap for a while at least. So
I mean,
that's good,
that's our friendship is that
right? And that's that's all you need. Yeah,
So fun.
Yeah.
Everyone would be together.
yeah.
Oh wait, she's going the weekend after.
Yeah. That is-
So she can come in and just stay. No.
Yeah, she can. I think she knows people in Orlando.
No, it's I told her she could stay with me.
Oh,
Yeah, you know.
let her stay. She can. There's other places in Orlando she can stay.
I know. You know, next time. Meh.
Ridiculous.
Okay. So
That was a stall for Mama and Papa Dillo entering Jen's kitchen. Oh no, Mr. Snidillo. Mhm.
oh, is this the kitchen?
Mhm.
Oh. So you guys get in Wednesday,
That is correct.
and then what are you doing? A park?
We did the 3-day
Ah.
park special there that will cover our Friday morning, and if you can guess where we'll be on Friday morning, it's pretty easy, and then Saturday as we discussed. So,
Yeah.
Mhm. And then you leave Sunday.
yes,
Yeah.
they just changed our flight to 6:20 a.m.
Oh, they moved it a
So-
little bit.
Wait. So Friday, Saturday. So where's your third park? When are you doing the third park?
The Thursday,
Thursday.
Friday
Okay.
morning, and
And then Saturday.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They
Okay.
with
And
me?
then, so are there meal plans for Saturday or?
Right now, Saturday has just been a food and wine discussion right now. So
Ooh,
yes.
okay.
a little Viking coffee end of day gathering in Norway, perhaps a photo op in the morning by the Dreamer statue. So those
So
are
there
kind of
is an itinerary. You just haven't made one.
it's slowly coming together, Angela.
Are we? So we're doing.
Angela, once you said yes, I started asking questions in our Discord. Like, okay, I need some things to put on the books.
I mean, do I need to make
Yeah.
a touring plan? Because
Oh,
like
I
we
mean-
have certain rides we need to go on. Like we need to go on Guardians and we need to go on Remy's.
Yeah, I mean, Jen is not going. I mean, if you can get Jen to go on Guardians, that would really make my
Oh.
50th birthday.
Angela, how are you
special.
going on Guardians?
I'm going on Guardians.
No, not you, Angela.
Oh, Angela.
I mean,
Angela, let's talk about this.
it's like
Angela.
okay. Yes, I want to throw up afterwards, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But like it's really fun. It's
Mhm.
fun. It's a fun ride.
Uh-huh.
What if I give you Dramamine?
I know. I don't want to. I
What?
don't want to.
Okay, let's explore this. Why?
Because I felt so horrible after that. Like I don't want to feel like I don't want to chance like feeling like that.
Oh, okay.
know,
Well,
like-
I'll bring C-bands. You can wear those.
Yeah.
And
But I
then
don't think that'll like
we'll
Oh,
practice some
man.
mindfulness. I'm like really good at emotional regulation now.
but will you wear your glasses?
Oh, my car sickness glasses?
Yeah.
I have 3 pairs.
Oh, maybe I need a pair of those.
I would definitely walk around the parks with you wearing those. And
That's a TikTok.
I'm sure Frank would too to support his sister.
Frank would not. No.
No, Frank absolutely would if you would go on Guardians.
I mean, I probably would. Why not?
I mean, I have 3 pairs.
I mean, I don't think she's going on, but I'm willing to push this for 5 more weeks.
What if I give you one of those patches you put behind your ears? Allegedly, because I think those are prescription. You're going on a cruise, Jen. You're going to be sick the whole time on the cruise.
No, I'm not sick on cruises.
doesn't
It's
make
not
any
you.
sense.
I know. Frank,
Okay.
on the other hand, sick on cruises, not sick on Guardians.
we're
So
gonna put a pin in
You
that
guys sang
one.
the song the whole time.
We need to connect my Disney experience then.
Yeah.
We have so much to do, you guys.
we have a lot to do.
We have a lot to do.
Where have we been? Okay.
You just booked it last week.
That's true. Days ago, really.
Lewis is sad because he
There you
thinks I talked about the Dreamer statue and the Viking coffee just for you. I knew what was coming when we were going to record this podcast.
Why Viking
So-
coffee?
But he was hoping that you would have made plans because of all of them coming.
Well, I did. I talked to them first.
Frank.
but I was worried about the interrogation from Angela today. Just to be
That's true.
Why Viking coffee?
we hear it's all the
Oh
rage.
no, we have to have that.
It's coffee in Norway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Little Baileys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Jen, I forgot to tell you. I'm
Yeah.
gluten-free now too.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I know. I don't know
What?
Disney now.
if both of
Okay.
the siblings are
I'll
gluten,
help you.
I guess I gotta
Oh, you want to join the gluten-free team?
absolutely not. I will never.
You love that pizza, Pizza Rizzo.
We're keeping it in the family. We both have troubled tummies.
I'm so excited.
I know. I wanted to share with you. And just like you.
I love it. I love it so much.
Okay.
We'll chat with Lee as well. He's also in the gluten-free community. We can all discuss options.
Lee can tell me because like I can't eat anything my family eats.
Yeah.
It's very stressful.
Mm.
Okay, so dinner. Are we just doing food and wine plates?
Yes.
I mean, I think that is
I
the
think
plan. Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't discussed your arrival day and like where will we eat? Like Not So Scary. Will we eat someplace before Not So Scary?
I thought.
What did you say? What did you have in your head?
I thought we had. Hold on one moment,
Because I
please.
think in DVC I can get in at 2 to the park.
Mhm.
Oh no, you're gonna be at a different one.
Well, but you can get into MK at 4 for Not So Scary. So Jen is
Well, no.
looking. She thinks we have a Kona reservation
Wait,
earlier.
do you get in at 4 too?
Yes, because we're not in MK that day.
So then I think I can get in a couple hours earlier. So I can really meet you whenever.
Yeah.
For dinner.
We don't have Kona yet, but you know what it is? All the plans that have been made pretty much were made by Jeffers. So thank God for him, because when I scroll through, I'm like, what is it? What are these?
Because we're going to Kona earlier in the week. I didn't think we were going to Kona.
Oh, right.
That's
okay.
Right.
You're not going to Ohana? Don't you love Ohana?
We will be at Ohana.
No. We will be at Ohana.
What are we
The
not
group
all go? No.
will not be at Ohana. You are conflating your two trips.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
The rest of the group.
Oh, that's right. They're going Sunday
on
without us.
Sunday.
Angela, if you want to jump in on Ohana reservation.
When are you going?
They're going Sunday.
They're going on Sunday.
We're going.
No, I fly out early. I can't. Yeah. I'm literally I get in at like noon on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I leave at like 7 on Sunday a.m.
Oh, do you want to drive in our potentially electric car?
You have an electric car?
We might be Ubering. We had an electric car last time. We didn't know. Nobody told us. And we just didn't know.
Did you charge it?
Nope. So
No. When I got to the airport, I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't gas up the car before I got here."
What car did they give you?
Jeffers, what do we have? We have a Volt something. Listen, I didn't know. Jeffers yelling that he told
Didn't you wonder why it was so quiet?
No, we didn't pay any kind of attention. But Frank at some point was like, "What's this 75%?" At some point, that was said. At some point, Jeffers told us. I think Lewis may have mentioned it at some point too.
No one noticed that maybe there was no like gas thing.
No, a Volt Chevy. Thank you, Jeffers. We didn't know anything. We just, the magic is so overwhelming when we get there, and we were upset because we landed in Terminal C, which does not have the MCO carpet.
It threw us all off.
And like the doors
the vibe
open,
was off.
and it's not the same open door situation to the humidity. It's a different. It was all weird, and so we didn't know what was happening at that point.
I'm not making fun of them about cars, Lewis. I also have an electric car, and I wanted to ask these questions.
Yeah. Jeffers still yelling at us that he told us 10 minutes after we got to the Skyliner on the first night. Allegedly.
Jeffers, they didn't hear you, so I don't think it happened.
But we definitely I remember when we drive into the Polynesian, it came up again the next morning.
Probably.
Okay, I really want to know where we're eating on Friday. I just like to know,
all right, we'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
Okay.
Do you want to eat? You want to sit down somewhere, Angela, or do you want to go you want even a quick service option?
I don't care. I just like thinking about Disney food.
All right. Well, Jeffers is here. I'm sure he's already scrolling through the.
Yeah, he's probably already made a reservation. He's very good at the reservations, that
Yeah.
Jeffers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Where
Oh, you
what's
are-
what's
yeah.
what sit downs are you doing?
Well, sit downs. Tusker House we apparently have Friday morning.
That's correct.
Interesting.
I've never been, which I think I'm responsible.
Is that the buffet one?
Yeah, I think
Mhm,
yes.
I think so.
I heard it wasn't fun for kids because there's not a ton of options for
No
them.
kids there. That's okay.
Yeah, we're not there. There will
Well,
be
we're
no
good.
children in our trip group. Let's see. Wait, let me see where else we're dining. That's Wednesday. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, we got nothing. We got nothing. So we'll figure something out.
I just feel like we're so prepared.
Yeah, this is how we roll.
But I do appreciate you being so open about the questions because I've asked a lot of them.
Yeah, and Angela, to be fair, last year, and we enjoyed it.
Okay.
We were at Rodeo Roundup for I feel like 3 days in our afternoon. It was
Is that the new barbecue place?
Yes.
Is it good?
We enjoyed it.
Yes.
You
And
said you went there 3 days.
no,
No, it felt like 3 hours.
it felt like we were.
Oh,
It still felt like 3 days. I felt like I was there for a very long time,
Okay.
and so I feel a little like I don't want to make reservations and then lock us in and we lose time. That's how I feel right now.
Okay, I understand. See, this is why communication is so important. Like when it's 3:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then people tell you they're gonna be there, and then they're not for 10
In a
minutes.
few.
In a
I mean,
few.
In a
It's
few.
a long
I'm
time.
like, maybe it's a New York thing.
I
Right.
mean, that was new and for like I only have talked about Angela going crazy previous to today when I didn't. Then today was the first time I announced. Oh, I did make her wait a long time.
Actually, by the timestamps, she
Mhm.
almost got on a different bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Bog? What is he saying?
Be our guest.
Oh,
Which
that's
brings
right.
up a good question.
Oh,
Frank.
and you could do
Oh.
the whole thing in
Birthday
Be Our
meals?
Guest.
Birthday
The-
meals for you? Or snacks?
Yeah. I mean, we're doing Beaches and Cream on one of the afternoons also.
Okay.
Because that I feel like that is my if this is like a Frank's for 50 thing.
And it is.
It's like a really big deal, Frank.
And I'm just saying that Beaches and Cream, at this point, I feel like that was the plan. So I mean, we can keep looking. Jeffers wanted to go to Hoop-de-Doo, but we're not putting down that money early.
No, I just want to make sure that like 50 is a big deal. So we need to do like something you really want to do.
What would you like to really do?
Like
If you had
really-
one birthday wish for Disney, what would it be?
like, do you want to go into Club 33?
Oh,
You know,
Do
somebody.
you-
I mean, you got
Angela knows everyone.
I got connections.
Is there
Do
room for
you-
13?
Two. There's room for two.
Angela. Listen, I love everyone in the chat and who will be on it. But if you made that happen, I mean, obviously that would be.
We'll see what I can do.
Okay.
What else?
What
Like
else?
maybe let's break it down a little bit now.
Right. We're gonna start there, and then we're gonna
Yeah, like that's
dillo
top
it a little
tier.
bit.
That's
Let's
top
dillo
tier.
it a bit.
Yeah. Now let's bring it down.
I don't know if I really have, based on the. I mean, I guess if I'm going to say one thing out loud,
Okay.
if people were interested, and we would have to do like a tally, because the Epcot day to me, Epcot is so big. There's so many different things that people like. Like we don't want to feel like everyone has to be like following us around all day. So that's why we're putting in like the Dreamer statue time.
People
The
can pick
Viking
and
stuff like
choose.
Yeah.
I if a Space 220 reservation came up, I would be intrigued.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Obviously, a large party. It's going to be a larger party on Saturday too.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
the difficulty of that.
But a party of two, like if you and Jen.
Yeah, but but it's also like everyone's there for us. I don't want to like ditch people and
I mean, it's like
Deuces.
Frank, it's like an hour.
We were in Rodeo Roundup for
We'll
3
be
days.
okay.
Okay. What?
I'm declaring everyone that if they find a reservation, okay, Jeffers does. I don't know, whoever's doing it for two people, I will hold down the fort while they
and
while
do
they
a
that.
tour.
Yes.
All right. That's interesting.
But you're not allowed to feel guilty about it.
Oh, well, that's difficult. Um,
And everyone else can set
Dillos
it up
and
because it's your
guilt.
50th birthday and you only get one of those.
Right.
Right, everyone? We're not going to make them feel guilty.
Lewis is like, who's this person trying to kick out everyone out of the group that day?
Get over it, Lewis. It's his birthday.
All right, what else you got? Let's go through Frank's birthday wishes. This is different than the everyone give Frank something to do as part of his birthday present, which did not go well. He still hasn't made your casserole.
No.
He hasn't gone on the things with the
zip
Lexi
line
and the
with Lexi.
adventures. Yeah. So what else do you have that you would want to do in Disney?
Are you talking to me?
Who are you talking to? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his birthday. It's his birthday. Isn't that what we're talking about? Is his birthday?
I'm like, is this the collective or me or?
No, I mean, I think of things that I haven't done is what I think of, right? So Space 220 is something that I would want to do, but I haven't done. So that would be really the main, especially while Angela's there.
Right.
I'm thinking about that time.
Right.
But I like what we have planned so far.
Yeah.
But Space 220 is an expensive meal, so I don't want to also.
I really don't know anything about it other than it's in space.
Interesting.
How are you feeling about Tepanito?
I think we'll be there in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Are you guys really going that soon? Is this before the cruise? Are you doing Disney and the cruise? Oh, that's the best way to do it.
And then we'll be right back. We should probably just stay.
I agree. Yeah, you guys really that was
Well, that's what we're trying to tell Steppers here. She should come down for this and then stay. And then stay for the other thing with the monorail crew, and then
I'm looking at reservations right now for no reason.
For just looking,
just for fun.
All right. Well, I think we got a lot accomplished. Quite honestly,
I mean,
it feels like nothing, but it's a lot.
Honestly, I feel like we've picked out a Halloween costume, right? We know that we're not doing big meals at Epcot unless Space 220.
Right.
Yeah. Friday's plans, we want to eat before the party, but it's undetermined where.
That sounds like a plan to me. All of that.
Okay. In conclusion, I think we're good.
I did want to follow up because the next few weeks might be a little dicey for Frank and I in terms of recording.
Makes sense.
Frank, you mentioned you have follow-ups from my episode with Mama Dillo. Would you like to cover those post-its now? What?
No, I don't think we need to suggest. I mean, I think people should go to dillosdisresort.com and get the full version because like one big secret was revealed that you cut from the audio.
True.
Okay.
And I think that was a big reveal.
That's a good cliffhanger.
About not keeping in the edit.
Yeah.
You're like, it's over. I edited it. It's gone.
Yeah. You're like, you could have put some of it out. No, it's done now.
No.
I've had to edit a lot of things.
No, she was being a social media genius is what she was being.
That's what I do.
And no, I think that Mama Dillo needs to come back and I need to do some follow-up questions directly.
Question: can I come on a podcast when Mama Dillo is on?
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to meet my mom.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's awkward you haven't yet.
And the fact that you're still trying to convince Mama and Papa Dillo to come down for the meetup as well.
Yes.
That'd be fantastic.
We're trying to set up a meet and greet at the quiet pool at the beach club. So I was like, you guys just sit there all day and then people can just come to you and chat.
Bring you ice cream.
Yes, exactly. No, Papa Dillo can't have ice cream, Angela. Even though he will. It's fine.
Frozen yogurt.
Given up.
Yeah. We do what we can.
Yes. Angela, I don't believe you're staying at the same resort as most of us.
I am not. That's what happens when you book last minute.
However, if you want to hang out at Petals with us at any point, you let us know.
I don't know what that is.
That is the bar at Pop Century at the pool. And
Oh,
by the bar, I mean it wasn't open, but we were sitting there anyway.
okay.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Okay. Mhm.
Just bring my little swim bag and head on
Mhm.
over.
Angela's
Okay.
gonna be like, I gotta wake up at 4
Yeah.
and I gotta go to the plane.
Yeah.
So
Aren't we going to Epcot all day tomorrow, guys? Why are we still awake?
I am very much that person on Disney trips. I'm like, okay, I have a touring plan and we are not stopping for coffee until noon. Is everyone okay with that? Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll just have my own little group, and if people want to go as hard as me, they can join.
little side group.
No, I
Little-
mean,
little
I think
side
there's
quest
people in
group.
this group that think we ran them too hard last year. I don't know,
But not Lewis, because we also just sat in the Grand Floridian lobby for a while, and I
Drove him
think that was a
crazy.
big step for Lewis to just be able to sit and not
And-
be in a park. Like, take it in, take this in.
I
So
do like
nice,
those times too. Those are great.
right? Yeah. Yeah, just take it in sometimes and slow down. We said this trip last year, we were like, well, next time we'll slow it all down. It's not feeling
Not
like
turning
that
out
will
that way.
happen.
No. Well, and even, we also have to make a party plan too, a game plan for the party. That's its whole thing.
Oh,
Oh yeah, for the Halloween party. Yeah.
No,
What is your
yeah.
What are your favorites? At the Halloween
Okay,
party?
you are either someone who prioritizes rides or characters.
Mm.
And so
which are you?
I am a ride person. I
Okay,
am,
that's
because
good.
characters, the lines are too long.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I feel like we might have to make a choice.
Mhm. I think we are all on board with your choice based off last year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
hmm
We only this time we will need to start with a Walt Disney World Railroad ride because
Oh,
we missed out last
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I have not been on that since before it closed.
Boom.
It's a must do. It's a must do.
Content. That's
Okay.
what that is.
I will make a touring plan for these 2 days.
Okay. I love
And that will be my contribution.
Okay. I love
And do I prioritize parades and fireworks? Somewhat. I mean, I don't get in
Mhm.
line early, but I make sure I catch them.
Do you enjoy the boo to you? And
Obviously, I
boo?
have the
Okay.
soundtrack.
Yeah. No, that's right. I mean, you're a big Halloween person,
Very big, very
Yeah.
big. And
Yeah.
the Christmas party, love the Christmas party.
but you're more of a Halloween person.
It depends. I am kind of, when it comes to the Christmas party, more of a Christmas
Oh.
party fan. But
Oh,
I do
interesting.
like Halloween.
Oh, that's interesting.
Lewis
Alright.
Lewis is asking about the special foods before we go.
Oh.
What about the food? Because Jen always shuts down the special Dole Whip option machines. She breaks them. That's what she did last
You
year.
can't go wrong with the
Allegedly.
classic, though. The classic
Yeah.
Dole Whip.
Yeah.
No, obviously.
Special foods are very hit or miss. And it's
Mhm.
like, what's the point of ordering them when they're going to be gone and then you can't order them again? So it's
Right.
like you just had them the one time.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
the some members of our group last year tried for the special Dole Whips
It was like
multiple
the
times.
Hades something or other.
The machine just wasn't working. That I didn't do anything, but
Again, like, if that's how you want to spend your time, we only have 8 hours at the party. It's like no time at all, you guys. It flies
true.
by.
it's true.
All right, Angela. So it's 5 weeks away. So
Yep.
we probably should just connect you into the Discord. Do you do the Discord, Angela?
You know how I am with social media.
I know.
But if you
Love
invite
it.
me to the Discord, I will.
I think for these purposes we will, because people will
Yes.
be excited that you're coming up with plans.
It's planning.
That's true.
It's planning purposes.
If one
yeah.
Dillo sibling is going to come up with plans, let it be you.
It's gonna be you. And people are talking about starting a different channel and threads. I don't
Trying to
we're
break up our
struggling.
Discord.
One channel
Yeah.
Discord.
No, it's too. It's
so,
too much. It's too
yeah.
much.
mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I feel good
we
about this.
Magical Mommy podcast may be returning.
Never know.
I might get into Club 33 without
Oh.
anyone else.
Probably happening.
I mean, I got my connections. I don't think we talked about this online, but I'm becoming a Brazilian barbecue chef now.
No?
Yes, that's huge.
We'll talk about
will
that
you-
on the next episode.
Is that going to take over the Angela Dahlgren YouTube channel? Because I think it should.
might.
Cooking with Angela.
And then I'll have an English version and then a Portuguese version.
Yes,
I like
Yes,
that.
I am
obviously.
so excited.
So the Magical Mommy podcast also with a cooking segment each week.
With a cooking
Oh.
segment.
it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And then Jen can make the gluten-free meals and then I will
Oh,
just grill meat.
There you go. I love it.
Okay, we'll
Perfect.
explain this more next time, you guys. Can't get into it now.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
I'm hoping that folks in the chat who thought they were getting all the answers today are satisfied.
Right,
We've
you
made
got
lots of
everything you
progress.
wanted, right?
Obviously. We made some decisions.
But Angela, thanks for hanging out with us for an hour. We
Yeah,
can't wait to see you in 5
I
weeks.
missed you
I
guys. I'm
know, me
excited.
too. Yay.
But thanks for everyone in the chat hanging out. And until next time, she's Angela Dahlgren, the famous Angela Dahlgren.
Famous celebrity Angela Dahlgren.
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
And she's Jen. And I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces. The Dillo's Diz podcast is hosted by Frank Cardillo and Jen Cardillo Snyder. Music produced by Matt Harvey. Logos and video production courtesy of Snidillo Studios. Dillo's Diz Resort is our Patreon with tiers starting as low as $1 per month. You can visit dillosdizresort.com to learn more. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X Twitter, and Facebook at Dillo's Diz. Check us out on YouTube by visiting youtube.com/DillosDiz. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there. We also have merch available on TeePublic and Etsy. For all this and more, visit our one-stop shop, dillosdiz.com. Dillo's Diz Podcast 2024.